Good morning and welcome to today's intention. So, what shall we focus on today? Let's focus on the breath and bringing in everything we need with that magical breath to find this place of stillness, of power, of joy, of solidity and lightness at the same time that we need to get through these trying times. Everything comes back to the breath as a vehicle for us to go deep inwards and connect with this this higher spirit that we keep looking for. So go ahead and find a place where you can sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes or so with your eyes closed, not be disturbed. That would be good. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with those few deep magical breaths. And we're going to end with breathing at the end. So take the breath of life in fully. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. You're going to be just fine without them for about half an hour or so. And for the next breath in, focus on filling your belly up fully. First the bottom part, and then the upper part. Let your rib cage open up to the back and completely expand and fill. And when you exhale this time, I want you to just feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could focus on breathing light, use your imagination here to help out. Breathing light into your heart and then exhaling light directly from your heart. Good. And now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. So if you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our body is a beautiful gift, a tool, a puppy dog that wants to do whatever we ask it. Sometimes we just have to ask it. So feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground right now, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet, into your body. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. And then we move to our ankles, and our shins, and our calves, knees, feeling everything relax. Every time we move to a different body part, we bring through a wave of renewal, a resetting back to the original perfect blueprint of all your parts and cells. All inflammation, soothing away, everything returning back to its perfect nature. We move up the legs to the upper legs and the buttocks, the pelvic area, and the hips. And we feel everything loosen. The inner organs, rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we bring our attention up to the skin of our scalp. This is a place where tension can hide sometimes and we're not aware of it. So I want you to just release anything that's there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we move to the jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then all of your facial muscles melt into a pool of perfect relaxation. We go to our eyelids and see if we can't get them to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're going to actually invite them now to have a seat on the couch to just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. Sometimes they can be pretty overwhelming, how many and how fast they come. So let's enlist the elements to help us to deal with our thoughts. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can think of the sun in terms of fire if you like. The fire or the sun's rays burn up all the excess, heavy, negative stuff we carry around with us in our heads, all the patterns. And fire is great because it burns that up, purifies it, allows us to be reborn in the ashes. Then let's move to the element of water, ask it for its help. And you can think in terms of the flow of the river, pulling away anything that no longer serves us. Or the gravity and rain together, droplets of rain pouring down, washing you clean. Water is a great element because it naturally retains memory. And then we move to the element of air. We feel the winds blowing past our skin, finishing the job of pulling away, pushing away, taking away on its currents, anything that no longer serves us, including any stories that we have, leaving behind just the pure truth and nothing else. And then finally, we ask the element of earth to help us. And between gravity and the magnetic metallic components of the earth, anything that's left that needs to be cleaned, cleared up, anything heavy gets pulled down and attracted to and held to the earth, where the earth will transform that energy for us. Mother Gaia. And turn it into an energy that can be purified and reborn as seeds. Anytime you get taken away on a wild ride with your thoughts, as soon as you realize it, you're off on a tangent somewhere, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what we're doing. Most of the practice is simply that, just gently bringing yourself back. And now let's take the journey from the head down to the chest cavity where the heart is. And let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. And let's experience this journey viscerally. So I'd like you to feel the smooth grain of the wood of the railing underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing as you glide down. Excuse me. Hear the soft patting of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you're gliding down the staircase. When you arrive on the platform in front of your heart, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open, perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. As you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open and brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. And so we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now. And instead of our physical bodies that we're so used to, these solid physical bodies, we're going to experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody also has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is just total connection. And that's what we're looking for. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this light flow now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And you don't need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe. And they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness, all the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. Excuse me. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. because we can. So right now, I'd like you to go ahead and envision the life that you've secretly always dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. So go ahead and envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And in this reality, we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to take care of our bodies, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I am feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. Very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I want you to extend it to include your friends and your family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then include your community, and then extend it to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the energy outwards. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. But most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. Don't worry. We're going to generate some feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we may have felt in our lives. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So, what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And this is already done. It has happened. So say we all. See this as already having happened. It is our current reality. See it that way. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this incredible existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, playing. Like just picturing everybody rejoicing in a big open music concert, people dancing and laughing and singing. Beautiful. Feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing the smiles on all the strangers' faces as I pass by, seeing the lights behind their eyes. So beautiful. Let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. It's the most important thing. Something incredible happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. Then all of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This just all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. Even the systems that govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us to be transformed into this higher resonance frequency that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections, cleansing, clearing, communication opening up. What a beautiful atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your beautiful reality, whether you're out for a picnic with your family, marveling at their shining faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out cooling off in a beautiful lake or ocean on a hot summer's day, you're out in the forest for a walk with your dog in the peace and serenity, or if you're at work creating something beautiful and useful. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just stop in your shoes. Look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've created. And now I'd like to just connect with a little bit of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this amazing existence. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us in light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're going to take your beautiful reality. I'd like you to take it and build it up as a big energy ball in your center right now, in the solar plexus area, the heart space, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life. And then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And then we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball. And then when we exhale, we're going to share and release that energy with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy and let it go. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with energy and light and love and healing. Good job. I love doing this. I can feel the energy leaving me in concentric rings that spread out across the entire globe, causing all the other like energy out there to light up in response, multiply, so that we're bathed in this beautiful blanket of peace and harmony, creativity, love, light. So now we're going to wiggle our fingers and toes, come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling at this time. Whether you feel calm, relaxed, at peace, powerful, healed. If you've had a bunch of insights, know that you can come back to this state of being at any time with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up at a moment's demand. Eventually, we won't even have to put any effort into it anymore. We just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating this reality of our choosing around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded. All works, it's all good. And so maybe as if you've been practicing this for a while and you're used to creating this whole reality inside you, you can call it up faster and faster with a single breath of conscious intention. And you can train yourself to come back to this state of being at all times. Just try it a couple times a day. If you have some time standing in line at the grocery store, if you're preparing supper, cutting some carrots up, and anytime you can fit it in there, just play with it. See what happens for you. Notice what happens in your life the more you do it. Notice what happens when you do it the last thing before you fall asleep into dreamland. Notice what happens when you do it when you first wake in the morning and open your eyes. Just notice for a little while. Okay, have fun with that. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next intention. Have a beautiful day.